gracious me.
Good day to you, sir.
My
That
body...
is quite a fancy
My body is not
fetish you
happy with
have
me
there.
doing what I'm doing to it. Making little rock formations. There we go. That's good enough. Save, export. There it is. It's a nice looking chunk of mountain right there, if I do say so myself. If R equals last crash sound, R equals R plus 1 mod 6 plus 1. Watch this cause a random crash. That didn't work. It still played the same. Oh, because I didn't set it. Last crash sound equals R. Okay, one thing I want to do. All right, two things. So many things I want to do. But thing number one that I want to do in the main character is I want to set a collision shape walking. And then I want to make a new collision shape for flying that's going to be a little bit smaller, be a little more lenient, just a little sphere shape that is like, I think what I'm going to do is just drop the camera down. So I'm going to drop this capsule shape down there. So set that to 0. Make everything revolve around the camera. That way, if you skim over something like that, since you're going to be like that, it doesn't really make sense to hit from that point of view. I don't know if I flap that in front of the microphone, if it'll make a nice wind sound. Probably not. Just have a little secret. You wander over here. Whee! So I'm gonna have some voice lines where it's like, what are you doing? That's not part of the level. You're not supposed to be here. So var c equals the cosine of turn speed times delta. If that dot is greater than, we'll do the same logic we did here. If that is less than that, cross of the desired move direction, determine axis to rotate on. So just to demonstrate what's going on, if this is our current velocity and we're aiming to the right here, and it's like this is the direction we want to go, so we're going to do the cross product between these two, and that's going to give us a vector coming toward the screen here, and that'll be the axis we rotate on. So if our turn speed is such that we can only rotate maybe this far in this frame, we determine this axis, we rotate on that axis by the amount that we can rotate that frame. See, var new dir is going to be velocity dir dot rotated on the rotation axis by turn speed times delta. If we're not capping the thing, we're just going to say, let's reuse some code here, else velocity dir is going to be the desired move dir. And we can just set velocity dir to that. Don't need a new variable there. Simplify the code a little bit and hope for the best. What could possibly go wrong? Seems to just stop me from falling. Desired move direction is going to be negative z. Not z.z, just z. Negative z is forward. I wonder if I should add a voxel remesh modifier on here, and then I can just kind of go bonkers without worrying about creating a nasty mesh of a mesh. Mess of a mesh. Remesh. So I could probably do that instead of the subdivision. Okay, I need a larger voxel size. Alright, I'm gonna take a little bathroom break while Blender's doing whatever it's doing. I'll be right back. 20 gigabytes of RAM later. Well, you were correct about 20 gigs of RAM later. It's sitting at 24. Alright, let me see how recent the last autosave was. If I can open up another instance of Blender without my computer dying. Recover. Autosave. Okay, that has most of it, which is good because I think the other instance of Blender crashed. Thank you, Blender, for the autosave. Much appreciated. Scale this down, and we'll add a... No, scale that back. Okay, that's not too bad. So if I do it like that, I can basically just add cubes and kind of go crazy. I think I want to up the decimate. Yeah, decrease polygon. There we go. That's looking more like what I'm going for. It seems as though it does not have UVs. Oh boy, I gotta get a comfortable hat because this is gonna be on for a while. Or maybe I put a time limit on
Somebody
hats.
just put on a hat. I used my points to have the sound made.
I'm
Probably not gonna fit in frame.
This is where we part ways. Over and out.
But it's a nice hat. See you later, Andy James Adams. Have a good rest. We gotta go through and apply all the modifiers. Apply. Alright, well that's one way to unwrap it. And move down a little bit just for a moment. So we're gonna take these and we're gonna move those into little bits of green. That's nice. Once we get the light map baked on there, it'll look even nicer, I think. So what we want to do now is make this big old cave that you can dive deep down into. We're going to extrude down. Ooh, what the heck was that? So this is going to basically be a chute going down. Ah, shoot. Okay, now we're going to take this. Nope, not that. We're going to take this and bridge. There we go. Now we've got a questionable tube. Okay, so diving down does not quite work because the lift is fighting me. I think the size is fine though. So we need to work on the lift so that when you're aiming down... Wait, how did I have the lift set up? So the problem is the lift direction is either up, forward at 45, or back, or to the sides at 45 degrees. So when you try to dive straight down, the lift direction is like this, so it's canceling out your drop. If 0 old lift logic, I'm just gonna rewrite this, else new lift logic. That way I can go back to it if I want to just enable it quickly. If up.length is less than 0 point something, whatever, but we'll just do if it's greater, then we'll do the lift calculation. Up.normalized. We could save some calculations by doing, I don't know if this is actually fast or not. Probably not. Probably just calling the normalize is faster because the overhead of all the checks that it has to do are probably more than the square roots. This is something I get in the habit of doing in C++ code. Let's see what this feels like. I don't know what it's gonna do. Well, we definitely drop a lot faster. Velocity right. Actually, we want to do right cross velocity to get her up. Wait, yeah. Right cross velocity is going to get us up, I think. There we go. That's better. Oops, too high. Alright, struggling to fall downwards, which is interesting. See, the problem is we've effectively reached equilibrium here, and now if I try to aim downward, I just don't go down. Getting distracted by unnecessary things, making the jump feel better. Splat. We're gonna do this. Desired move dir.y is going to be from -1 to 1. So if we do +1, it's gonna be from 0 to 2. We're gonna do the minimum of that and 1.0, and we're gonna say lift amount times equals that if aiming downward, reduce lift. So I'm hoping I can just kind of dip down here. Yeah, there we go. That's more like what I want. Alright, we're starting to get that vibe. What is the license for Evolventa fonts? Extension of the open source URW Gothic L font family. We'll use that. New resource. Fonts. Dynamic fonts. Menu font. That is going to use Evolventa. Make that a couple pixels. We need a new theme. Menu theme. We'll use the editor. That's got a nicer theme by default. And we will load the menu font. There we go. That's nice and clean. Inside the grid container, we're gonna have a label. Still need a name for this game. UI, menu theme, music slider. I guess I should make this visible so I can actually work on it.
Hey!
Hello, Lucky Yuri. Align, center, center, center. So set the slider values. So if I run this, oh, I never added the sound slider. Haha. That's why that didn't work. let's put that there. Call it sound slider so that we've actually got something to set. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, I see. The max value should be like 1 with a step of 0.1. They don't go from 0 to 1 by default. Okay, cool. Oh, we don't actually have these things doing anything. Value changed, connect to the menu, that, connect to the menu. On sound changer, we are going to set let's leave our sound volume and then put the music. Yeah, so we got sound. Well, I think this is good enough. We're gonna move into low poly mode now. So we're going to duplicate this whole thing. And now we're going to apply all these things. Apply. So we select some of these and then use darker browner streaks. Maybe I should use a lighter color. Yeah, that's the thing I was thinking of. I just couldn't remember. I never normally need it. What? Why was middle mouse erase? I want to use middle mouse so I can pan around. That's silly. Ugh. Ugh, I don't like that. Then I went to use right mouse to delete. I guess because right mouse is already set for that, so it makes sense, I guess. Okay, I gotta stop at some point. I gotta stop. Otherwise I'll be here forever. See how she looks.